Alright,
Nice.
we are up and running. Got not Matt Walsh from The Office, my brother Matt Walsh. It's a better guy anyways. You hear yourself, brother?
I can hear myself.
Alright, let's start this off with the tune like always.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. That want to make sure my cash is closed. Rap critics say money cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid. What type of facts are those? If you grew up with holes in your zap and toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dough. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio, if I don't play they show. They don't play my hits, well, I don't give a shit. So, rap max, son, use my black ass. So advertise to give them more cash for ass. Fuckers, I don't know what you take me as, so understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm rap the richest niggas I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. It's 94, and my trunk is raw. And my rear view mirror is the motherfucking law. Got two choices, y'all. Pull over the car or bounce on the devil, put the pedal to the floor. And I ain't trying to see no highway chase with Jake. Plus I got a few dollars, I can fight the case. So I pull over to the side of the road. I heard, son,
You know what I'm stopping you for?
cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or should I get some more? Well, you was doing 55 and the 54. Lost the registration and step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, I know a lot of you are. I ain't stepping out of shit, all my papers legit. Well, do you mind if I look around the car a little bit? My glove compartment is locked, so it's the trunk is back. And I know my rights, so you gon' need a warrant for that. Like, aren't you sharp to tack? You some type of law or something, somebody important or something. I ain't past the bar, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit. We'll see how smart you are.
Or when the canines come.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Hit him, Jimmy.
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. You crazy, but it's your way.
Alright, what do you think?
I like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Do you know about the 27-year-old curse? Did you ever hear that?
27-year-old what?
The 27-year-old curse?
Curse?
Yeah, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Morrison from The Doors, and Kurt Cobain all died when they were 27.
Really?
Yeah, pretty intense.
That's pretty weird. But then if you look at all of their track records, like, they're all just drug addicts, pretty much.
Yeah,
They're
that
not drug addicts, but they were just like, you know?
Yeah, it's not like they were all like health gurus and just all of a sudden 27 on a jog, you know, just pop down.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
That is, though. It is coincidence, you know. All right, Matt. So listen, today I went fishing. You ever been fishing?
Well, I've been with people that have been fishing. Yeah, I've been fishing. I went to get fishing with my neighbor once.
I know. I think I've thrown like a pole in here or there, but today, like, I spent the day fishing, and I got to tell you, it was fantastic. It was like the most peaceful thing. You just cast in, let it sit there, bullshit with your boys, you know, bring some snacks, some lunch. You're right on the water. I mean, it was an overcast day, but it was just liberating, man. You weren't worrying about anything except catching fish. And so today was like my first day, so I was always worried, like, you know, I was going to make a fool of myself. And, but the thing you got to know is you can learn you can infiltrate that fisherman's group in one day. That's all it takes. So I figured out, because I actually caught my first fish today. I caught because they have to be like 2 feet to be able to keep them. But so I cast in, and at first we started with squid, and they weren't biting that. So my buddy went and got some sea worms, which are a lot. You ever hear of sea worms?
Yeah, you buy them at like a fisherman's store.
Yeah, they're nasty things. They got teeth on them and like tentacles growing off of them, and actually grow in the sea.
I've never seen those. I've seen worms like bought before.
Yeah, that's what these are, and they're expensive. It cost us, I think we got 32 worms, and I don't know, my friend Jeremy went, and it was like $16 or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was like some outrageous number, but these things are gnarly, and like.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it is. Like, and when you're putting them on, you're like making sure, because they're still alive, and they'll squirm off, and you'll lose the worm, and that's a lot of money. You know? So.
Harvest your own.
Yeah, right? In the ocean or in the water, wherever they grow.
Imagine having that as your job. Like, oh, no, well, what do you do? Well, I catch worms.
Yeah. Well, I could do that in my backyard, but no, seriously. They're water worms.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I was wearing gloves. We called them, you know, guys call each other pussies. Yeah, you pussy. We call them the pussy gloves. So every time because one of my friends started putting them on without the gloves, and they will bite you. So whenever you had to put the worm on, you had to say, it was the guy thing, just to make fun of yourself, I'm putting the pussy gloves on. And we're like, say it, you know. And so I throw out with that, and I'm standing up high on this deck. I went to the upper deck, and I'm reeling it in. All of a sudden, I caught a fish. I was so excited. I felt like I was bringing in a whale. And it was like 6 or 7 inches long, and I find out it's a striped bass. Yeah, it was cool. The thing is, you don't call it a striped bass. Here's the hint. You call it a striper, and that's like the cool version. You're like, yeah, I got a striper. And, yeah.
Like, nobody calls it a striped bass. No, I call it striped bass instead. Like, all right, homo, is your first time fishing?
Exactly. So that was like the first thing. I was like, oh, okay, striper. Because somebody asked me earlier, because my friend caught a pretty decent sized one. You know, maybe, I don't know, 15, 16 inches. And some guy came walking up, and he looked all professional fisher guy, and he's like, "Do you guys catch anything?" I was like, "Oh, he caught one. What'd you catch?" And I was like, "Oh, what do I say here?" So I was like, "What'd you catch?" He's like, "A striper." I was like, "All right, yeah, that's what I meant." So so now I have this thing on the dock, and I don't know what to do with it. You know, but you gotta take the hook out. But they have scales. They don't have teeth, but they have like their scales. But anyways, I got them out. I threw them back in. And then that got me thinking, when I'm sitting there with the pole out, just watching the water, it was so peaceful. It made me just think, like, I could spend so much time out there. What if people fished us? What if we got fished? You know, like what if you're just walking down the street and it would be something you love? So like people would fish me out beer bottles, and like they have the catch and release program. So I would just be walking next to you. There'd be like 3 of us on our way to work, and I just see a beer bottle, and I'm like, screw it, and then grab it, and then you look over, you're like, where the fuck Dan go? Be back later, 30 minutes later, with a bloody lip, all late for work. You know, what would be your what would you get fished with if you had to pick? If there was something just floating in the air that it was irresistible to you.
Let's think. Who irresistible to me? Not my girlfriend.
If she was dangling there, you'd be like, "Nice try, humans."
Yeah. It's a trick.
I've seen that trick before. The old toss the girlfriend out trick.
You know what? I'm irresistible.
Oh, and she's right there. Even better.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you have to say something PC like, Skittles.
Yeah, Skittles or Baby Ruth. You don't ever call them Skittles. Lotto tickets, that would be grand.
Oh, great.
She would be disappearing all the time.
Graham would never be anywhere. You would be like, really, Graham? We're just about to eat dinner. And she'd be gone.
Jesus Christ, baby. It was a $10 ticket.
$10 ticket. She'd come back smoking a cigarette. We're like, where'd you get that? She's like, topside. And a Bud Light. But I would be the worst. I would actually be the worst. I wouldn't be able to hold a job, especially as a mailman. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't deliver shit. I'd always be gone. Like, I just saw the mailman. Yeah, he just got fished out. What'd they fish him out for? They dangled the Jamison porn down, and he was just gone. I'm like, I can't resist. But, you know,
you'd be so pissed, like, when you would get back down to earth, like, if you're walking down the street, and, like, I know, have you ever, like, waited for your mail before? Like you're just, like, waiting. You're like, oh, my God, I need mail right now. You're like, you see the mailman coming up to your house?
Yeah.
Like, anticipating, like, a sweet text, like, it's Christmas time, you're waiting for your Xbox, and all of a sudden, he just gets taken up. Like, I would be pissed.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like,
I'll be that guy. I'll be the one-upper. What if you ordered a pizza and you were starving, and the pizza guy was on the way to your door, the hot pie? And all of a sudden, but then you could laugh at him when he got picked up with. He's like, dude, I ordered Domino's. Guy's on his way, ordered a hot pie. Guy got picked up for some Rolos. I mean, hold out, bro.
yeah,
You know?
seriously, and you wait the tip on that one. You're not getting a tip, dude.
For Rolos? There's no tip for Rolos. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's not even that good of a candy.
Right.
Alright, number one. Number two, even if you did get the Rolos, when he came back, he's giving them to me. Just for making me wait.
Yeah. Now I have Rolos and a cold pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, you know, I'm looking at all these, like, we were talking earlier, before, you were talking about how professional some of these guys get, you know, with fishing. You know, they're all, like, out there, hey, they biting? I got this new pole. They biting? I got some new tackles, some new rods. They biting? I'm like, not yet. No keepers. That's the other thing you need to learn, Matt. Striper and no keepers. When I'm walking out today, everyone's like, how was it? I was like, no keepers, and they're like, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy's been around the block. This ain't his first rodeo. Little do they know, you guys aren't that tough to infiltrate. And they think they're these big geniuses. They're dangling food that these fish love. We know that they love worms. We know they love other fish. You want to impress me? Catch one with a pine cone. Seriously, if you catch a starling or, you know, some big fish with a pine cone, I will give you props. I will be like, you know what? I got you guys all pegged wrong. You know? That's like throwing them down. That's like throwing a Sama down like a pork roast. He's not grabbing it. He can't eat that shit. You throw him down a Quran, and he's gonna go for it. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, if you're that good of a fisherman, where you can make a pine cone look good to a fish, like, alright, man, you win. Definitely.
And how smart are we? We're like, we have these fish figured out. We're genius. 100 years of evolution right here. Dangle something that the animals like in front of them.